The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew.
Glory to you, O Lord.
When Jesus entered the temple, the chief priests and elders of the people came up to him as he was teaching and said, "By what authority are you doing these things? And who gave you this authority?" Jesus answered them, "I also will ask you a question. And if you can tell me the answer, then I will also tell you by what authority I do these things. The baptism of John, where was it from? From heaven or from men?" And they argued with one another. "If we say from heaven, he will say to us, 'Then why did you not believe him?' But if we say from men, we are afraid of the multitude, for all hold that John was a prophet." So they answered Jesus, "We do not know." And he said to them, "Neither will I tell you by what authority I do these things." The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
The chief priests and the elders, scribes and the Pharisees, all of them, from time to time, tried to trap Jesus, tried to make him say things which they would deem to be against the law of Moses. They would try to trap him into making statements which would carry the death penalty. He would be put to death because it would be sound to be blasphemous in their ears. But of course, Jesus knew their hearts, and he knew it was a trap. And so he dealt with it cleverly, shrewdly. And he answered their question with another question, a question which trapped them. So it was quite clever. By asking them about where did John the Baptist get his authority? Was it from God or was it from people? Because if they said it was from God and they had ignored John the Baptist, then they would be condemning themselves. But if they said, "Oh no, it was just from people," then the people themselves would be outraged that their leaders could not recognize a man of God and a prophet. So they gave up and said, "We don't know." So Jesus outwitted them on this occasion. Now, the authority that Jesus had was both divine and human. And the thing about authority that comes from others is that it is often rendered useless by the fact that it doesn't also come from the person themselves, from their own integrity. So we might have authority from the church or from the state, but if we haven't got personal integrity, then the authority has no power over our minds or imaginations or conscience. And so personal integrity is critical to the use of authority. And it gives a great freedom to the person who has that authority if it is backed up by their own personal integrity, at home, at work, wherever, even on holidays. The personal integrity is what carries and makes the authority, wherever it comes from, something that will be respected and obeyed. And so we ask today, in the public holiday and the public domain and in the public state, for reconciliation. What used to be called the Day of the Vow is now the Day of Reconciliation, forgiveness. And so this carries authority. If those speaking about it live what they are speaking about, if they have that personal integrity, then it is possible to have reconciliation. Amen.